Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how to know what you want and actually get it. And this is all about the law of attraction. So when you're looking at things in regards to what you want and what you don't want, we're all working under one law, and it's the law of attraction. So when I first learned about law of attraction, the best way that I understood it was to imagine us like a magnet. Because when you think of a magnet, the magnet has one purpose. It's to attract to something else. You cannot see this force, but we know it's there. We know it's going to work. So if you apply that certainty of knowing of what you know about a real magnet, and you look at yourself as a magnet, then you're going to want to be very careful about how you think and what you think you might want, or what you don't want, or where you're putting your focus on, because that's what you're attracting into your life. So again, this is a force that you cannot see with the human eye, but you can feel it. Just like you can feel the pull from a magnet, when you realize this about yourself, you can feel the energy that you're putting out, and you start to think about, wow, this is the energy that I'm putting out, so I know that this is the energy that I'm attracting back in. You'll slowly start to realize that everything that's in your life currently, you have brought it to you. And that might be like, no, the hell I didn't do this to me, but unfortunately, it is. It's exactly what we're doing to ourselves. So for example, if you don't want to be late to work, and you get in your car and you're just like, I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late. I can't be late. You're putting that energy out, and you're actually attracting it to you, because the universe doesn't listen to wants and don't wants. It hears what you're thinking about. So you're thinking about late. So you're going to run into red lights and traffic blocks, wrecks, whatever it may be, and you will be late, because that's what you're asking for. It doesn't hear that you don't want it. It just hears what you're asking for, which is lateness. So another example, someone that I know, she is very, very passionate about women and women empowerment. However, her focus is so off. Her focus is, she's so angry. She carries this anger, and she's just so focused on men and the men being in power, and she's so mad about it. And I'm like, look, this is what you're putting out, okay? You are, I'm so mad about men in power. And like, you are just dragging yourself down into the dirt. Like you're pushing yourself down whenever you're like, I am so mad about this. But what if you just shifted your focus on what you really wanted and what made you feel good, which is women in power? So, in making women feel empowered, she should be like, I love women in power. I love women in power. And you can just see the difference between I'm so mad and I love. Like, they're just two different energies. One is down and one is up. You cannot be like, I love something. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, you cannot put a high emotion down, and you cannot put a low emotion up. So like that, so you need to focus on, do you want to focus on what's making you angry? And because focusing on the problem and focusing on what you don't want, that's what you're going to attract into your life. You're going to see more of the things that you're like, I don't want this, I don't want that. But if you're focused on what you do want and what you love, you're going to be seeing more of that. You're going to be like, wow, this is everywhere, and I just didn't see it because I was focused on what I didn't want to see. But now I'm focused on what I do want to see, and it's everywhere. So many doors have opened up, and life is new again. So to use the law of attraction in a way that's going to benefit you, you must first know with certainty what you want. And like I said, you don't want to focus on things you don't want, because focusing on what you don't want is not going to get you the things that you do want. So for example, if you want to be happy, but you're focused on why you can't be happy, then that's what you'll find. You'll find more reasons why you can't be happy. But if you want to be happy, If you're just like, man, I just want to be happy, but you're like, but I can't because of this, this, and this, that's what you'll get. You'll continue to see only that. But if you're like, I want to be happy, and then you start thinking, well, what makes me happy? So being outside in nature, being with your family, going on road trips, whatever it is that really makes you happy, start focusing on it. Even if you can't go spend time with your family or go on a road trip, if you think about those things, if you just think about them, and just think about them as if you are doing it currently in your mind, play from a memory and imagine that it's present, you will experience happiness from within, because all emotions are created inwards. They're not outside of us. They are all inside of us. We are the controller of our reality. We're the controller of our mind, our destiny, and our emotions, first and foremost. So if you want, and when you start focusing on the things that make you happy, as if you're just constantly surrounded by that happiness, you're attracting that. That's the energy you're putting out, and the universe will guide you into scenarios that are going to make you feel happy. You're going to be led into that experience because it's what you think about. It's the energy you put out. The universe knows this is what you want, so it's going to guide you to it. But if you're constantly living in lack and focusing on why you lack, the universe will continue to show you why you lack. This is the same for confidence. If you are looking for confidence, but you're constantly hanging out with people that make you feel like shit, or make you feel very low self-esteem, or if you are listening to social media or news that doesn't make you feel good, and you're constantly comparing yourself to others' success or others' transformation, and you're not having that, then that's not building your confidence. That's what you're focused on. You're focused on all of these other people and comparing, instead of looking inward and figuring out what makes you feel confident so you can focus on it and do it more. So you've got to make a shift. You've got to figure out what you want, and then figure out, what am I doing to actually get that? Am I focused on the things, am I focused on the reasons why I'm not what I want, or am I focused on the things that will create what I want? So I hope that makes a lot of sense to you guys. So the first step into having the law of attraction work for you is to, like I said in the beginning, imagine yourself as a magnet and begin to understand that what you think is what you are attracting. So if you can think it, you will achieve it. You will have it in front of you eventually. And the good news is, though, lower emotions they don't have as much energy. So you have to really put a lot of energy to attract things. But thankfully, high energy emotions have a lot of energy. So when you're focused on the high energy stuff, that comes almost instantly, especially when you're focused on gratitude. So the first step is to imagine yourself like a magnet and understand that you have power in your thoughts. The second step is to focus on what you want precisely, and then focus in your mind. So figure out what it is that you want, and then in your mind, envision you already have it, or that you're receiving it. So imagine that you have received it and you're living it, or that you are currently receiving it. Either way, you're imagining that you have the thing in the present moment. And then the third and final step is gratitude, okay? So gratitude is gratitude is the secret sauce to receiving and living in abundance, okay? So first you have to be grateful for what you already have, because if you're not grateful for what you already have, you will not receive more. So first you have to figure out how to be grateful for what you have, and then when you imagine the things that you want in the present moment, like I said, imagine them as if they've already happened, or that they're happening in that moment. Be so grateful for it as if you're really receiving it. So gratitude will amplify the energy that you're putting out. and bring it back to you much quicker. So I hope that this helps, and if you guys want to check out my other services or get to know more about what I do, you guys can reach me at any of the links below or book a discovery call with me just to see what you really want and what's keeping you from getting it. And that call is 100% complimentary, and I am looking forward to meeting with you guys and getting to know you, and I hope that I can continue to help and spread some wisdom, and I hope that this video made it clear on how the law of attraction works, and so you guys can start manifesting the destiny you were meant for.